Hi, welcome to Fit This Way's podcast series with Andrew Klauser. This is my first podcast, so we'll have a lot to learn from this, but I'm excited to introduce my first ever podcast guest of Fit This Way, and that is Shelly McFadden. I met Shelly probably um, middle January, I want to say. Just came in as a walk in with a friend after lunch, and I remember the words, "Can you get rid of all of this?" and pointing down to her body. And then we just start laughing and says, "I think I can do something about that." Sure enough, we met for the consultation shortly after and had a lot to learn. So we've been going good for about, since the middle of January, and it continues on. So welcome, Shelly.
Thank you.
Tell us about your experience of how long, meeting you and.
Well, I was out to lunch with my good friend from first grade, and she said, "Shelly, is there anything you want to do?" I said, "Well, yeah, Cindy, I want to check out this store next door, Fit for Life. I better check it out. I need to, I really want to, I need to do something."
Sure.
So here we went in, I talked to Andrew, and he said, "Oh," and I said, "I just want to get rid of this." And he said, "Well, we can do that." I said, "Great, but you have to call. We can't do it now. You're with somebody else." I'm like, "Oops,
Yeah.
sorry." So
Short visit.
short visit, but it was worth it. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
So what's your family life like?
Well, I have two grown children with two grandchildren.
Two grandchildren.
So great, and that's why I really want to do it, because that my grandkids are fast, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, slow down for me," because with my MS, I'm like, "I'll go as fast as I can," and I'll say, "Jay, my grandson, can you just hold my hand?" And he does. I said, "Thank you, Jay." And Ro isn't. She's walking now, but she's not. Well, she is fast.
Sure.
I'm sure she'll be faster than Jay.
I did meet Ro. I got to
Yeah,
meet Ro.
yeah. So sorry.
So what did you do for a living for most of your life?
Well, initially I was when I first met Jim. We lived in Rhonda, and I worked as a telemarketer. Bad job, hard job.
Yeah.
But then I went to SMS so I could be a switchboard operator. So I did that,
Okay.
and then they said that we can only hire you for so long. So I looked for another job at Immaculata College, and I did that there from 8 to midnight. That's what I worked.
Okay.
And I figured, Jim, you could take care of the kids. They're in bed anyway. And it was great.
Yeah.
So, but then that was done. Then we moved to Atlanta. So then Jim said, "Okay, I have to move to Atlanta." I said, "Okay." So when I was in Atlanta, the good thing for me, my next door neighbor in Atlanta said, "Hey, Shell, do you play tennis?" I said, "Yes." "Do you want to be on my team?" I said, "Yes." So we played, and she said, "Whoa, I didn't know you were that good." I said, "I don't think I'm that good, but I like to play." But have I played since? Not really.
Sure.
Not really. But and then my health got really bad, and my dad said, even to Jim, "I think you guys better come back up here to Pennsylvania for the good doctors." And I'm thinking, I think they have good doctors in Atlanta.
Sure.
But anyway, so we came home, and that was good. Did I work? No. Well, yes, I did. I did a preschool. I was a preschool teacher in Atlanta.
Okay.
Everybody's like, "Oh, Miss Shelley." I said, "Yes." Okay. But then I didn't get a preschool teacher when we came back up to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
But then I was driving, yay. But then now I'm not driving. That's a bad part. But that's okay, because I have Jim and my daughter and my son who can take me everywhere I need to go, and friends and neighbors. And as my mom said, "You're never home." I said, "Right, Mom, I'm never home."
So what are the health issues that you encounter?
Well,
first?
I had the MS, and then I thought when we came back, I'm like, Jim said, "Whoa, you can't even get up the stairs." I said, "I know, that's crazy." He said, So we went to a doctor here, and he said, "No, that's really not MS, Shell. That's a you need to have a brain tumor." And I'm like, "What?" "Oh, well, you can wait." I'm like, "Oh, so it's not that bad." And he said, "No, really, Shelly, I'm telling you that you this, but you really shouldn't wait." So I did have the brain tumor, and the neurologist said, "Oh, it'll only take 1 to 3 hours." And I'm like, "Okay." So I'm like, "All right." So I tell my parents, I tell my family, and here I didn't get out for 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
It was a big thing.
Yeah.
And then when I woke up, I'm like, okay. So I woke up and I said, "Oh, great." She said, "How did I do?" And she said, "You did good, Shell." I said, "Good." And the first thing I said, "So when can I leave here?" And she said, "Well, Shell, if you can walk a flight of stairs, you can do that." I said, "Great. Where are the stairs?" And I went to the stairs. I walked the flight of stairs. He said, "Okay." Ta-da. Here I am now.
Okay.
So, yay. I could do that because I could hold on to the handrail, you know.
Sure.
So, that was okay. But I had other health issues too. I had oh my gosh. I had no, yeah.
Gallbladder?
Yeah, I had a stroke,
Oh.
a mild stroke.
When was that?
That was in 86.
Okay.
And so that was not good because my talking was horrible and I'm left-handed, so eating was horrible. And my parents, we lived here at the time, and my parents said, "Oh, well, Shell, maybe if you just are calm with it." And I'm like, "No, it feels a little different, Mom. I don't think it," because Jim thought it was definitely MS. And I'm like, "No, it's definitely not MS. I know what MS is."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, "No, this is not, I know I couldn't do it." And there again, I found out it was a mild mild stroke. And I'm like,
Stroke, sure.
yeah, so that wasn't fun. And my last fun thing is the brain tumor. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're caught up.
We're caught up. I want no more.
Yeah. How'd that all affect you physically?
How did it affect me physically?
Yes.
Well, with the mild stroke, like I said, I could not eat because I'm left-handed, and that was a problem. Talking was a big problem, and
Your left side's impacted, correct? So.
correct. Walking,
Sure.
that was not good either. And just recently, I went to take my driving test. I'm like, yay! No, I was at Bryn Mawr Rehab, and they said, "Well, yeah, you could do it, Shell. You're walking good. Yeah, you might as well try for your license." But when I went with the driver, he said, "Okay, we're going to be here in Westchester." I said, "Okay." So, and go left. I went right, of course. The driver's like,
All right, we're done here.
"I think we're done, Shell. You did good."
Sure.
So anyway, he said, "You know what, Shell? I could, if you just give me your license, that would be better than the state taking it away from you." I said, "Fine." So I gave up my license.
Yeah.
That was a bummer.
That is hard.
It is hard. But like I said.
So as I always tell people, fitness and exercise have so much impact on many different reasons, whether you have health issues or no health issues, especially with lack of balance and coordination that exists here. Have you noticed any improvement since exercising a little more
Definitely.
detailed and efficiently?
Definitely, because even when I went out with my friend and her daughter the other day, she said, "Shelly, you're walking so good, and you don't need my hand." I said, "I know." That was my big thing.
Sure.
Because I could walk, and when I got to a curb, I just stopped. And everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I said, there's a curb there. He said,
Curbs happen.
yeah. And my dad said, Shell, you can do it.
Yeah.
So I just did it. So that's what I think every time. When there's a curb, I'm like, there's a curb there. But I just said, I can just do it. And I just do it.
Good, good.
Yeah.
We're working on that step level, right?
Yes,
Continue
exactly.
on. Good. So, what are your goals going forward with health and fitness? And in any kind of goal, any kind of health goal you have.
My goals?
Sure. Doesn't have to be fitness, but whatever your personal
Okay.
health goals can be.
Well, my goals would be, I don't know, to walk good, and I'm talking good. I'm liking
Sure.
that. I play games. I play solitaire all the time, and that does help my brain, believe it or not.
Absolutely.
And which is kind of weird. But I do like to paint, and I do sometimes I'll do that, and sometimes no,
Sure.
no.
Okay.
But my goals would be to get in better shape, of course, and so I can spend it with my grandchildren and my children and
Good.
my friends.
Yeah.
Just have fun.
Just enjoy life, right?
Just enjoy life. You got it.
All right.
And my friend, her mom passed away, and she used a walker, a wheelie walker. And she's like, "Here, Shell, we're donating this to you." I said, "Well, thanks." She said, "I know how much you always like to go walk down to get the mail." I said, "Yes, I do, but you can't because of walking. So here's a wheelie walker just in case, and you can walk down and get your mail and walk back up." I said, "Great, thank you."
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's times when I can do it, but not all the time. And when I can't do it,
Yeah.
I'll just say to everybody, "Can you bring the mail up?" And Jim said, "Why?"
I think that the walker could be a motivation. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly. But it's just sitting in my garage. I haven't used it because I have been doing well without it. But I don't walk down. Our driveway's really long,
Sure.
but I haven't been doing that.
Use it when you need to, right?
Correct. Correct.
So I guess the last part of our interview is I was going to see if you'd share any advice to the public regarding MS, post-stroke recovery, and exercise, and other health factors too, like nutrition. Like, what do you always suggest to people that have gone through similar events such as yours or similar shape?
Yes. I can definitely share that because a lot of people, because I have MS, I really just tell everybody, I have MS. And everybody's like, "You do?" I said, "Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe right now. But yes, I do have MS." And I try to encourage other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can do it. And I did go to the doctor, and I did do the meds, even though I wasn't happy about the meds. But now I'm down to nothing for 2 years or 3 years. Like, hey, for
Great.
Shell.
Sure.
Yes, and exercise is a very, very important part of me being able to do what I need to do. I also did yoga too for many years.
Good.
Loved it. Loved it. But getting there, no. I can't drive anymore.
Sure.
Bummer. But my my sister, my sister, I have 4 other sisters, they said, "Shell, I'll drive you to this place in Westchester." I said, "Great." So we do yoga. I said, "Good." And then I did have a person from yoga. She would come here and do yoga right here. I said, "Great."
Right?
But they don't do it anymore.
Oh, no home visits? No. Us trainers, we'll do the home visits still, right?
Yeah. But that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Just keep exercising. Any other experience? Like life lessons you would impart to anybody? Or any positive motivation?
Positive motivation. Well, as everyone, I know I have MS, and it stands for multiple sclerosis, but that's not what I say it stands for. It stands for mighty strong.
Absolutely. Love that. I love that.
That's what I say.
Good.
And you could be mighty strong too. To people who do have MS, it can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It will happen if you put your mind to it and do what you need to do. Do the meds if you have to. I didn't like doing the meds.
So it was a tough
It was very
pill to
tough.
swallow, no pun intended.
No, that's true.
Mhm.
Because when they put me on steroids, I gained so much weight. I'm like, I hated it. Then I'm like, can I go off of these? Okay. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you very much for. That was perfect. That was. Yeah, we got it. I think we got it all in. What we need to get in. Once again, that was Shelly McFadden, one of Fit This Way's newer clients, talking about her experience with strokes, multiple sclerosis, brain tumors, a bunch of fun stuff, right? And it's just a good example of someone persevering through tough moments like this. Not everybody can do that. It takes a lot of courage and just keep working at it, and things will always get better, right?
True.
All right.
And working with you, Andrew, helps a lot too.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
I mean it. And I'm so thankful that I found you by accident, and I'm very, very thankful.
Fate brought us together.
It did. It did.
We always have work to do, but it'll always get better over time, right?
Very true.
If anybody has any questions, anything for Shelly, if you want to speak to her directly, you can reach us through Fit This Way. My email is chesterSprings@fitthisway.com. If you have any questions, I can relay to her. She's happy to answer questions all the time. So, once again, that's Andrew Klauser from Fit This Way with an interview with Shelly McFadden. Thank you all, and have a good day.